Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to discuss about applications of stacks in data structures with C programming. So in this, I'm going to discuss about introduction to stacks and applications of stacks like reverse of a string, checking whether parentheses are valid or invalid, infix to postfix conversion, infix to prefix conversion, and evaluation of postfix. So in this particular video, I'm going to discuss only about infix to postfix conversion. Reverse of a string and checking whether parentheses are valid or invalid. I already discussed in the previous videos. So please watch it before watching this video. Now let us see what is meant by a stack. A stack is a collection of elements where we can insert and delete the elements in the same direction. That means insertion and deletion of elements are allowed from one direction, that is from the top of the stack. Here insertion is nothing but pushing the elements into the stack, and similarly deletion is nothing but popping out the elements from the stack. The stack can be implemented in two ways. One is using arrays and second one is using linked list. If we are implementing using arrays, the array will be of fixed size, and also we will have a variable called top. By default, it will be of -1. If we are implementing stacks using linked list, then the stacks can be used until the memory gets exhausted. And also we will have a pointer variable called top. Initially, it will be of null value. So while pushing the elements or popping out the elements, the top value gets updated automatically. So whenever the stack is full and the user still wants to push the elements, then the stack gets overflowed. Similarly, when the stack is empty and the user still wants to pop out the elements, then the stack gets underflowed. So the stack is implemented using LIFO principle, which means last in, first out. So this is the brief introduction about the stacks. Yeah. Now let us see the applications of stacks. So as I said earlier, in this video, I am going to discuss only about infix to postfix conversion using stacks. So before starting, we will have two arrays, two empty arrays. One we will name it as postfix, and second we will name it as stack. So first we will scan the input elements. That means infix expression of one by one from left to right. So if the input is an operand, that means A or B or C, etc., then we will move it to the postfix array. So if the input is the left parenthesis, then we will push it into the stack. So if the input is a right parenthesis, then we will pop out all operators from the stack until a left parenthesis occurred, and move all pop out operators to the postfix and remove left and right parenthesis. So if the input is an operator and the stack is empty, then push it into the stack. Similarly, if the input is an operator and the stack top is left parenthesis, then push it into the stack. So if the input is an operator and the stack top is also an operator, then we will check the priority between the operators. So if the stack top has the high or equal priority, then we pop out from the stack and move it to the postfix. Else we will push the input to the into the stack. So after reading all the inputs and the stack is not empty, then we will pop out operators from the stack and move to the postfix. So let us understand clearly with the help of an example. So consider we will have an input expression as an input as an infix expression. So first we will scan the input elements from left to right. So if the input is an operand, that means A or B or C or D or E, we will move into the postfix. So now look at the step number 2. That is, if the input is an operand, that is plus, and the stack is empty, then we will push it into the stack. Similarly, Now look at the step number 4. If the input is an operand and the stack top is also an operand, then we will check the priority. We will check the priority between star and plus symbol. The star has a higher priority, so we will push it into the stack. So check at the step number 5. If the input is a left parenthesis, then we will push into the stack. Now look at the step number 7. If the input is an operator, and the stack top is left parenthesis, then we will push it into the stack. Now look at step number 9. If the input is an right parenthesis, then we will pop out all operators until we occur a left parenthesis and move all popped out operators to the postfix. Similarly, look at the step number 10. If the input is an operand, then we will check the priority between the stack top and the input character. So here division symbol, here the division symbol has the higher priority. So we will pop out the top element from the stack and push it into the postfix. And we will push the input character to the stack. So this is the process of converting the infix expression to the postfix expression. Now let us implement a C program for converting infix to the postfix. So this is the C code for converting infix to postfix. So initially we will scan the infix expression. We will have two empty arrays postfix as well as stack of maximum of 20 elements. So if the input character is an opening braces, we will push into the stack. Similarly, if the input is an closing braces, we will pop out all operators from the stack until we encounter an left parenthesis. So if the input is a plus or minus or star or division symbol or modulus or power symbol, we will check the priority between them. If the stack top has the higher priority, we will pop out that element from the stack and push that element into the postfix. And we will push that input character into the stack. So by default, if the input is an operand A or B or C, etc., we will push that into the postfix array. So we will pop out the remaining elements if the elements are present in the array. So in the in priority function, it has one parameter which is a character ch. So based on the input character, it returns an integer value. So similarly, this is the push function and this is the pop function. So this is how the stack The infix is converted to postfix using stack. So this is all for today. Thank you for watching this video till the end. Please like, share and subscribe to our channel. If you have any doubts regarding this infix to postfix conversion, or if you want to provide any feedback, please comment below. Thank you for watching.